Hello, everyone who is not there yet. It is noon. I am efficient, boy oh boy. I'm gonna wait just a few minutes for you guys to get online. Um, when you get all connected, be sure and post a comment, a thumbs up or something. Let me know you're watching. In the meantime, I'm gonna be enjoying my coffee from my Stitch in Heaven mug. You guys, these are the most incredible mugs. I mean, even without Stitch in Heaven on them, I would be loving them. They're a really nice size. So many times the 12 ounce are just a little bit too small, and you can't add any creamer or fluff to your coffee, which is what I like to do. Um, I have two people watching now. Wow. Well, this is something new for me. I have never gone live on YouTube, and we're going to try this and see what happens. I think this is sometimes a better place than Facebook. Our audience is going to be a little smaller, which is fine. And we're not plastered all over Facebook with this because I really think this is going to be. I'm probably going to let this run for a while. I mean, I'm going to be here sewing. I've got a new project to start. I want to show you all. Oh, Teresa Robinson says good day. Thank you, Teresa. Let me know that you're here. Anyway, I've got a new project I want to start. I'm going to show it to you and see if any of you have done this project, and I want you to give me some tips. It's going to be backwards today. You're going to be giving me tips and hints and tricks and ideas instead of me giving them to you. Okay, we've got Forney on. Deanna Bangert is saying good afternoon. Are you guys sewing today? I'm sure you all are. This is National Quilting Day, so I just thought it'd be very cool to bring you an episode, just me and Jack. Jack, are you here? Let me get Jack for you. I'll be right back. He's kind of camera shy today. He really did not want me to pick him up. He'd really rather be laying in his soft bed. He has a friend at at Michelle's house who is at the store, and his friend's name is Pinky. And he stays with Pinky when I go out of town, and he kind of misses Pinky right now. But anyway, he's my companion. He's just the man I sleep with. So he's a pretty good guy most of the time, if I can get him to go poop like he's supposed to outside, which he has some difficulty with that. But if any of you have puppies that have difficulty pooping, I can give you all kinds of ideas. Because believe me, we've been through it. So I'm going to put him down. And so anyway, hopefully a lot of you are staying home. We are being called by our government to do our part during this difficult time with what I'm calling the Wu flu. I think the Wu flu is much more fun. I mean, after all, it was discovered in Wuhan, China, and it sounds much better than the coronavirus, which sounds like something out of the movie Outbreak. So I want to say we've got the Wu flu. So during this time, we're all being asked to stay inside, and I mean, to quilters, that's like a blessing, right? How do y'all feel about that? I mean, I think it's like amazing that we're being asked to stay inside and we can be in our sewing rooms. So we're going to, be together, be working on our projects, be finishing projects. Today is National Quilting Day. Today is the day that binds quilters together. and that's what we're going to be doing. So y'all give me a comment of who is staying sewing. She's sewing her husband a quilt. He says it's about time. So Michael's at home watching on YouTube, and he's going to be sending me text messages if there's any question that you asked today that you want an answer to. Donna's asking, what type of sewing chair do you have? You know what? Honestly, that is just a basic task chair. However, let me tell you, we've just become a Bernina dealer, and because now we're going to be carrying not only Bernina machines and long arms, but also koala cabinets, and we're going to be carrying the Heavenly chair. Do any of you have a Heavenly chair? They are heavenly. They are absolutely the best. They're custom made. They literally make one at a time, and you can choose your own fabric. But if you have back problems, or when you sew, if you find that you have pain in your back and you have stress that comes on you quickly and easily, I would highly recommend you think about this Heavenly chair that we're going to be getting. I'm going to be getting one. These are just task chairs that I got from, I think I got them off of Wayfair actually. So anyway, y'all tell me what you're working on. This is my barn. Will our store have some for display? Yes, we will, Donna. We've ordered those. Would you guys like to just see my sewing barn real quick? And maybe, does that interest anybody? You want me to just kind of give you a little video tour of where I sew? Is that a yes? Yes. Okay, I'm going to take that as a yes. I'm going to turn this around. I'm sorry. I'm going to take it off the stand. Stand says yes. All right, you guys. This is a 1,000 square foot cabin. I live on 6 acres, and I'm just showing. I mean, you guys are just getting it raw. I have not been out here to clean up or anything. This is just kind of the way it looks. So, God bless my mess, that kind of thing. But I've got plenty of space to have my friends out to sew with me, and I do have people out periodically for us just to have a weekend. But anyway, let me get back over here, and I'll show you as you walk in. Oh, I'll try not to turn the camera too fast, sorry. So this is what it looks like. It's about 20 by 50. So it's 1,000 square feet. It's 20 feet long, 20 feet wide, and 50 feet deep. I have my threads over here for my embroidery. This is what I'm going to be working on today. I'm going to be working on a collage project, and this is what I use to store my collage pieces in. I'm going to show you that later on. Liz is going to set up her brother dream frame. Oh my gosh, that is so awesome. I love long arm quilting. And this is my my 770. I don't have the embroidery unit yet, but I'm about to add that. My technician at the store, you guys, were about to start doing machine service. So just as soon as this woo flu settles down, you need to get your machine out and bring it up to us. Curtis just went through my machine, and oh my gosh, it's just amazing. I use this little vintage iron. My friend Mary Clendenin gave that to me, and talk about hot. You can see I burnt my wool mat. And you can see all the glasses I have laying around. I have probably 50 pair of glasses. Does anybody else do that? This is a little box I have just for my sewing tools, my more common sewing tools that I have, just so I have them at my fingertips. I also have a Bernina 550, and that one's over there for someone to come use. Does anybody want to come sew with me? Oh my gosh, wouldn't that be awesome? I really wish I had some company today, actually. It's been kind of dreary weather here. I'd love to have some people to sew with. Yeah, Erin, I know, glasses everywhere next to you, every machine, and by your computer and everything else. Do any of you have these little carts from IKEA? These are awesome. I've got 2 of them, and they're just really great for knick-knacky. I put my extra machine feet in there and my irons and my tools for my Bernina. And then, of course, more of these little chairs. Oh, let me show you this. Okay, this is my sewing center. I got this furniture from IKEA, and I got my cutting table also from IKEA. Both of those are awesome. This unit here attaches to the wall, and I have a wool mat there that I use. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And of course, my little spray bottle, nobody can do without. But this is incredible. Okay, I've got my big just ironing board right here, right? This is a reliable ironing board. Really very good quality board. But behind it, we have what is called a quilt or fabric corral. And this is for when you need to press a backing, or you need to press out a piece of fabric that you're going to be using and you don't want it to fall on the floor. You can let it drape off the back of your ironing board and it falls into this little corral thing. It's very cool, very neat. Let's see, my cabinets are from IKEA. I love them. I use these sweater boxes from IKEA. They fit perfectly. There, you can fit 2 of the sweater box. No, the sweater boxes are from the Container Store. You can fit 2 of them perfectly in there. So these are all quilts from the store, you guys, that we don't have any use for just because the fabrics are old or whatever, or we're letting them rest a while before we show them again. Some of these will be given away to our customers. We just do all kinds of things with these extra quilts. Some of them are given away to charities for people to use them for, raffle quilts and to earn money off of them. So when we're through with them, typically we find a really good organization to give them to. There's my design wall, my refrigerator, my cutting area. I just finished a really fun, amazing project. That's a block of the month. That's going to be a Texas block of the month. I'll show you this. This was going to be the center. And I did it and I changed it just simply because I didn't want it to be dependent on this piece of fabric. Because you know how fabrics don't get reprinted? I was afraid that that wouldn't be reprinted, so I chose something else. But we have these Texas panel in the store if you want one. They're available. Anyway, back here I have a press. I have some scraps. Honestly, you guys, that's pretty much all the scraps I have back here. I don't hoard a lot of scraps. I've got 7,500 bolts of fabric at the store, so when I need something, I just go get them. These are my paints. Sometimes I get a wild hair and I decide I want to paint something and do something real artistic, and I use those. This is my television that I have for exercise. That thing doesn't get turned on very often. Anyway, these are more of my shells from IKEA and more of my projects. See, I'm a very project-based quilter. I take my projects, I put them in a sweater box, and they're there whenever I want to get to them, which, yes, sometimes it's a while. I do have these little fabrics. I guess those fabrics would be considered scraps. Those are actually 1-yard cuts of some reproduction fabrics that I took from the store. You always need reproduction fabrics in a lot of different pieces, a lot of different colors. A friend of mine made this for me, Bonnie Arlington, if you guys know her. She made that for me years ago, right after we opened the store. Kimberly and Nemo made this for me. She was on our Hawaii cruise and she gave me this as a gift. And my friend Sherry Gerard, who lives up in Alaska, gave this to me. I just thought it was very, very special. Okay, you guys are really quiet. Anybody have any questions out there? Why don't you tell me what you're working on today? Huh? Okay. This is what I'm going to be working on. I'm just going to hold this iPad. This is what I'm about to start. Have any of you done this? This is called Potpourri, and it's by Laura Heine. I want to make this to hang behind my office at my store. And I actually have the fabric for the background that was used on the original piece, which is this. So, y'all tell me, you've done this one, it's C.A. Smith. Have you done this? Okay, I've got this. Do y'all think I should just go ahead and stay with that for the background, or do you think I should make this like a scrappy background? Maybe, I don't know. I'm leaning toward just going ahead and using this since I've got it. So, I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so that's what I'm going to be working on today. Charlotte, hey, Charlotte's from Huntington Beach, and she says that she has it and she loves it. And it turned out like you like it. I guess it turned out like you like it if you love it. I'm going to I'm going to turn this around now, and I'm going to show you guys. Okay, forgive me for a minute because I've got to put this back on the stand. Because I want to show you guys, Charlotte, if you've done this before, you could probably help us and give us some ideas on one of the most difficult things with collage quilts is organizing your fabrics. Now, collage quilts, they take a lot of different fabrics. They take a lot of different florals. You have to collect florals, and you get all of these floral fat quarters together, and then when you think you're finished, you need to collect some more because it just takes a lot. You need a really, really good selection and variety in this. You need to, what I recommend people do is to take your I recommend you buy a fat quarter, and I recommend you buy Steam a Seam 2 Light, because it has a sticky back. And I recommend that you work with fat quarters. You need to purchase floral pieces that have enough different designs on them that you can do the whole fat quarter and get a lot of good different flowers off of it. That makes sense. Let me see. I've got a whole bag of these that are ready to be cut out. I'm going to be honest with you and make a confession. My mother is in assisted living and she does this for me. So I kind of cheat. So let me show you, for example, this is a fat quarter that's been cut in half. I put fusible on the back, and then what I'm going to do is take a pair of ragged edges scissors, and I'm just going to cut around. And yes, you really do. There are times that you need flowers that are this small. But see, this piece has got a really great variety of different color of these flowers. So this is why this is a good piece. This piece right here, not so much. I mean, I'm going to use probably half of this. I could give the half to a friend, though. This is a great sharing project because you and your friends can get together and you can exchange flowers. Just be careful that they give you flowers that you don't give them flowers that are cut out and they give you flowers that aren't cut out. Let's see. Like this one right here. This is a good one. You do need all different sizes. And the reason this one is good is because, ooh, I shouldn't touch my face. Quit touching your face. Quit. The reason this one is good is because you will use elements of these flowers in your piece. You don't necessarily use this whole big flower, but you'll use these petals. And the fact that they are all different and they have different shadings help. Okay, Charlotte says she did not fuse a whole piece. She cut a square of fabric and then fused it out. Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know that that's frugal. It's, you know, it's quicker if you go ahead and just do the whole thing, and you probably are going to save, honestly, you're probably going to, you might save some fusible in the long run. Let me show you some more of these. Anyway, anywho, okay, like this one. What I've done is I have these that I've cut down because I like to, when I'm actually cutting out the flowers, I don't like to work with a full fat quarter piece. I like to work with the smaller pieces. And you do need small fabrics, like you do need small. We have a tendency to only cut out the larger florals, but really and truly you need all different sizes. See, this is not a good one. Yeah, you know, you might have something that you use a whole bunch of these in, but okay, that probably wouldn't be my first choice. This is a good one. This is a good one. You also need these little foliage things. So I've got several of those to cut out. I've got several of those to give to my mother to cut out. Also, sometimes it's cool to have pieces that have words on them. You know, depending on, this has got nautical words, but depending on what you're working on, sometimes you can work words into your project. Let me just give you another couple. But I think you kind of get my drift. You kind of have to, look for these, just depending on, it's the way you look at fabrics. K Facets fabrics are awesome for this. You know, here's one. Again, you're going to use different elements. I'm probably going to use some of this in my giraffe, actually. This, I can see using some of this rust color. So, there's that. I'm not going to mess with these right now because I've got a ton of fabrics cut out, thanks to my sweet mother who is in assisted living. Do any of you guys have anyone in assisted living that you're not able to visit right now? My mom is 87. She does have Alzheimer's, so she doesn't really remember, like, she's not, I don't think she's aware that she hasn't seen us for a week. So it's really harder on us than it is my mother, probably, because we do know we haven't seen her. And we, you know, our heart just goes out to her because we like to go visit with her. Okay, I'm going to go over here. I want to show you this. I showed you this a minute ago. This is my cabinet that I have for my flowers. So what I do is can y'all see that? You can't, can you? Let me turn it around. All right, this is better. I've got this cabinet. I've got this. You can get these at a number of places. A number of office supply places have these. And I divide my fabrics up by color. If you don't have an organization system like this, you'll get really overwhelmed very quickly, because as you can see, those are my browns and grays, pretty much, you know, some of my darker fabrics. These are my whites. These are my, I think that's probably my red drawer. And so all of these have the fusible on the back of them. This is kind of my peachy pinky drawer. And it just kind of goes on down. And so when I start working on this, I'll take this over to my work area, and I will just have this to be able to open these drawers and be able to pull from. So anyway, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my background, I'm going to go over here and press it, and I'm going to be working on this on and off today. If you guys have a question, or if you have a comment, or you just want to check in with me, just leave me a comment here, and we'll get back with you if you have any questions. I'd love to see pictures of what you're working on today, and just kind of check in with you, make sure you're okay. I want you to be safe. I want you to be healthy. I want you to wash your hands. And this too shall pass. We just have to, the social distancing has been scientifically proven. I think they feel like that this is the best way to get control of this virus, the quickest. And so it's going to take some sacrifice from us, which we're already giving. So our showroom is closed in Quitman, Texas. We felt like we needed to be responsible citizens, because while we're in a very low populated area, the population of Quitman is only 1,800. By us having our showroom open, we are encouraging people to venture out and not stay at home, which is against what everyone who's trying to get this under control is trying to work for. So we just felt like we needed to do the right thing for our community and for you guys, and to help however we can. We are open. Our e-commerce is open. If you need anything, we can ship it to you. And actually, actually, if you are in the area and you want something, just give us a call and we'll put it together for you and run it out to your car if you want us to. We're happy to do that. I'll just give you a little hint of things to come. Monday, we are going to be announcing a really incredible initiative called our Mask Mission. And we're going to be calling on you to help us make masks for the medical community. So we're going to give you the details on that, how you can be involved in that, what you can do while you're at home to help this, because the people in the medical community are running out of masks and need that. So we're going to give you that information on Monday. We're getting all that together for you. We'll have a tutorial on how to make the masks. We're going to give you a free download for the pattern, and we're going to be the distribution point for you. We're going to find out where these masks are needed and how to get them to the hospitals that need the masks. So look for that on Monday. And in the meantime, stay in touch with me. Give me a comment. Tell me what you're working on. Show me what you're doing so I can feel bound to you. So this is Deb Luttrell from the barn, and happy National Quilting Day. You guys stay safe. Bye-bye.